Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Akram and watching Knowledge 360. In the previous video, we discussed about Boolean data type in PostgreSQL database, and in this video, we'll discuss about enumerated data types in PostgreSQL. So enums in PostgreSQL allows us to define a column with a limited set of values. This ensures data integrity and readability, especially for fields like status, modes, categories, etc. Let's see how we declare enum and how we use it. So we can declare a custom enum type using the create type statement. So the example of this is like this: create type the enum name, then as keyword, then enum keyword, then the list of enum values. So let's create this enum. So the enum is created as type, so I can show you how this is created. So in the type section, if I refresh this, we can see here the mode type is created. So this is how we create one enum value. So now let's implement it into a table. So we are creating a table called person, and we have a column current mode, and the data type of the column, if you see, it is mode. So mode is one enum type. So let's create this table. So we have created a table called person with enum data type for one of the column, that is current mode. So now let's insert some data into the table. So one thing you can see here, that enum values we have provided sad, okay and happy. So we can use those values only. So this is how data integrity is maintained. So we cannot insert any other values. So let's insert some data into the persons table. So the data are inserted into the table. Now let's query the data. So to query the data, we can query all the data, or we can also filter the data. So in this example, we are going to filter out the data with the person current mode is happy. So we know there is one data with this current mode. So let's execute the query. So here we can see that one record is written. So this query returns the data whose current mode is happy. Now let's see ordering of enum values. Enum values are ordered based on the order we define them. So PostgreSQL supports comparison operators on enum values as well. So for example, let's find everyone whose mood is better than sad. So if you see in the declaration, we have provided sad first. So that means this is 1. Then okay, that means this is 2. Then happy, this is 3. So this is the sequence. The later we provide the sequence, the higher is the ranking. So for example, if we query here that we are going to query like this: find everyone whose mood is better than sad. So this is how we can query. Select star from person where current mood is greater than sad. The greater than sad values, that is happy and the other one value. So those values are going to be returned. So let's execute the query. So here we can see that happy and okay, these records are returned because this comes after the sad. Now let's see example of sorting of people by mood from low to high. So here we can see that how we sort the data. We are applying the same filter, that is current mood is greater than sad. Then we are applying one order by current mood. So let's execute the query to see the result. So here we can see that data is written like this: first is okay and then happy. So if we scroll up and see the declaration, here we will find that first is okay and then is happy. So this is how record is sorted in enum case. Now let's see an example where we query who has the lowest mood. So to get that, we can query on the current mood itself. So for example like this, we can query current mood equals to select mean current mood from person. We know the mean current mood. What is the minimum current mood? The sad enum value is the minimum current mood. So the data with all such person with the current mood sad will be returned. So we know there is one record. So let's query. So here we know that this is the person who's having the lowest current mood, that is sad. So it is returned. Now let's see enum type safety. PostgreSQL keeps each enum type distinct. You cannot compare different enum types directly. So for that, let's say we create another enum called happiness, and we have three values here: happy, very happy, and then ecstatic. So let's create this type. The type is created and we can verify it. So here we can see that another type is created called happiness, and we create one table called holidays, and where happiness is column and the data type is also happiness, and we insert some data into the holidays table. There are three data that we are going to insert to the holidays table. So let's create the table and insert data. So this is done. We try to insert one value sad into the holidays table. So as earlier I had said that the enum will not allow the value that is not defined in the enum. So for example, say in the holidays table we are using the happiness enum, and within the happiness enum there is no value called sad. So if we try to insert a value called sad into the holidays table, so this will not be allowed. So let's try to insert, but it will not allow, it fails. So this is the error that we are getting, that it says that this is failed and the invalid input values for enum happiness, that is the sad. Now let's try comparing enum values from different types. So this is also not going to work because we cannot directly compare two values, although they are present in the tables and we have the access to the those data, but we cannot access them or we cannot compare them direct. So for example, here we are trying to compare two values, that is current mood and happiness, from two different tables that implement two different enums. One implements mood and one implements happiness. So if we try to query this, this is going to fail. So here we see that operator doesn't exist, mood equals to happiness. So this is not going to work. So the correct way to do it is casting enums to text for cross type comparison. So we can do the same thing, but we need to first cast the values. So for example, we can cast the enum values that are stored in the table to text values. So if both the values are casted to text, then we can compare them. So here we are doing the same thing. We are joining two tables, person and holidays, and we are comparing current mood and happiness. Those are the enum values, but after typecasting into the text. So let's query this and see. So here we can see that we have got one record. So that means we can compare two enums. It needs to be casted to text. Direct enum cross type comparison is not possible in PostgreSQL. Now let's see implementation details. So enum labels are case sensitive and white space sensitive. So that means this kind of happy, that is all in lowercase, is not equals to happy where the first letter is in uppercase, and also the lowercase happy is not equals to lowercase happy with one extra space. So this has to be exactly same in order to compare. Also, you can add new values to enums using alter type. So we can alter existing enums always, and we can use the alter type command to do it. So for example, here we are trying to add one new value, that is angry, to the mood type, that is we have one enum created. So for that we follow like this: alter type, then the enum name, and add value keyword, then angry. So this will let us add a new value to the existing enum. So let's alter the type. So the type is altered. Also, we can rename the enum values. So for that also we use alter type command. So alter type the enum name, then rename value keyword, then OK to fine. So this is how we change the enum values. So let's alter the values. So the value is altered. So there is a note that we cannot delete the enum values or change their order. So we can add one new value to the enum, or we can rename the enum values, but we cannot change their order, or we cannot remove any enum value. So if we want to do those things, so we need to drop the existing enum and recreate the type. Here's an advanced tip. We can view the enum values from PostgreSQL system catalog. So for that we use pg-enum and pg-typed system catalog tables. So we join those tables on the basis of enum type ID of pg-enum and the OID of the pg type. So for example, we are going to query this. We are trying to get the type name in mood and happiness. So let's query this and see if we have this enum types created or not. So yes, the data is returned, and we can see that for the type happiness we have 3 enum values, and for mood we have 4 values. If you remember, a few minutes ago we did some alter. So we had changed the OK to fine, and also we had added the angry enum values. So they are reflecting here. So that means we have added them successfully. So the conclusion is PostgreSQL enums are great for fixed set of valid values, ensuring data accuracy and readability with built-in ordering. They are ideal for status, categories, or moods type of values. Use them when values won't change often, otherwise a lookup table may be more flexible. So this was all about enum data types in PostgreSQL database. If the video was helpful, do like the video and subscribe the channel to get the notifications for upcoming videos. In the next video, we'll discuss about binary data types in PostgreSQL database. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.